All right, what is up, guys? Good Saturday after, what is this, the morning? I don't even know what day it is. Happy Saturday to everybody, essentially. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in for another live stream where we doing live reactions. And if you are in the building, man, just participate in the chat. And yeah, we can have some fun today, man. I love doing these live reactions. And it gives me an opportunity to interact with my audience, which is you guys. And I really do appreciate you guys tuning in as well. If you guys are not already subscribed to J Reacts, make sure you are subscribed. And also, if you love travel, vlogs, and information about traveling, go ahead and subscribe to Tripping with Jay. You guys see the name right there, and I think that side of the screen. And I have merch as well. I'm wearing one of the shirts from my merch website. So if you guys go to trippingwithjay.com with one Y at the end, you guys will be able to get one of these shirts here. And yeah, man, how was your guys' week? My week was insane. And I really do apologize for not live streaming last weekend. It just got way too crazy. But I love coming back to you guys and doing these live reactions. And we have a few of our favorite YouTubers to react to today. So we have Wodamaya, we have Stephen Ndukwu, and we have a couple of surprises after we do those two videos. And I think you guys should enjoy it. And it kind of plays into the Pop the Balloon challenge. And by the way, the producer, BM from Pop the Balloon, is kind of fed up with us reaction channels on YouTube. So he politely asked us not to do reactions to his videos anymore. So yeah, your boy may or may not be doing reaction videos to our Let's Pop the Balloon challenge videos anymore. But there are always copycats that are out there. So we're going to probably react to a few of those in the future. So let's go ahead and react to our first video today. And it's from Mr. Ghana Baby, Wodamaya himself. I like the video. And he is at 1.62 million subscribers. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to Wodamaya's channel, support the original content creator. Because without him posting this video, this live stream wouldn't even be happening right now, to be completely honest with you. So I'm very interested in this video here. It's called This Zimbabwean Left the UK to Botswana and Built a Luxury Hotel on Wheels. Bus. All right, let's go ahead and react to this video, man. Subscribe to Wodamaya's YouTube channel. Let's support the original content creators so they can keep creating content for us to react to. Let's go ahead and watch. Hold on for 1 second. I got technical difficulties. Let's make sure this is good. There we go.
Whenever I travel to a new city, it takes me roughly 3 days to familiarize myself with the city. That is why this mobile hotel really comes in handy. Because as I drive through the city of Gaborone, I get a chance to, get to see the city. This is my mobile hotel right here in Botswana.
Oh, wow. Oh.
With this mobile hotel, it gives me access to get to meet people who actually adore and appreciate my videos. And guess what? The person behind this is actually not from this country. This is the Pan-African vision that we've been telling you all. Africans moving from one African country to invest in another African country. This is more like a hotel on a wheel. My brother.
Yes.
You're such a visionary, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You brought this idea to this country.
That's correct.
Is this something that existed, or you're the first person to do this in Botswana?
Damn, it looks legit. Whoa.
No, the first. It was non-existent. It was just building up ideas. It was a single decker.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm looking at the roof. So it's a few solar panels on the roof with it looks like a green. Well, it looks like a rooftop. That's kind of cool though, man. Can you imagine like riding around Botswana in a bus that looks like that, and it happens to be like your hotel room too, and you may be able to get a driver. You may not have to go anywhere. Can you imagine like if Airbnb and Uber had a baby, essentially?
which we imported from UK. Then we brought it here. It was a moving office. Then we changed it from scratch to make a moving hotel.
You mean like it was not on this form when you bought it?
Correct.
Oh wow.
You decided to
What?
redesign it?
That's correct. We redesigned
Wait, he
it
went
here.
from that
You decided to
to that.
redesign it?
That's correct. We redesigned it here in Botswana.
Wow.
Botswana company, Botswana building on it, Botswana materials. From single decker, we then made it into a double decker, and we fitted everything within the bus itself from here in Botswana.
Wow. So this is a hotel on a wheel.
Yes, that's correct.
That's impressive.
No, listen, I am so impressed. You said you're from
Born Zimbabwean,
born Zimbabwean.
currently based in UK, moving back to Botswana. We are going to be stationed here in Botswana.
Why Botswana?
In terms of stability, it's one of the best countries within Africa, and the economy is quite booming up. And in terms of tourism, you can't beat it. You can't beat it.
What really inspired you to have such a great idea like this?
I've been moving around a lot,
Yeah.
and we noticed that when it comes to domestic tourism, there are a number of things that people go through in terms of how much you might need to spend and everything. And we thought if we give a full package, that might actually work well, quite cheap, but we offer good services.
Listen, I think we have to take us through because somebody's watching. He doesn't really know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So if we can take a tour through
That's
the
fine.
bus,
Thank
that would
you.
be amazing. Yeah.
That's fine. Come on, join us.
Yo, my mind is blown right now.
All right, so basically when we are going on the road,
All right.
this is the team that goes with the bus. So the driver, which we get to him, we are stewards, that is Kena, that is Alison.
Wow. How would we call them? Flight attendant or hotel attendant?
Stewards. They are the hotel and route stewards, basically.
Nice to meet you all.
Custom-made uniforms so that at least we can be appealing and appeasing to our clients. We want to try to give a first-class service to everyone.
That's amazing.
That's
man.
cool.
Yeah.
I really want to see what's inside.
Come on in.
Hi. And anytime I want to enter my own hotel room, I got welcome with beautiful receptionist.
Greetings, sir.
Thank-
Welcome to Hotel and Wells.
Oh. I'm not leaving this country anytime soon.
This
because
is awesome.
I'm living the luxury life on the road.
So in here,
This is so
Yeah.
cool.
we have a space for 8 people to sit. The bus has a carrying capacity of 20, including of a driver and a steward. But we can have 8 sitting in here, but I'll explain where we can put more people as we go.
Okay.
So we have plugs all around.
Just peep. There's a bar. There's like there's a few alcohol bottles on the wall. That's dope too.
Everything that you see in here, the lights, the plugs, it's powered by solar system.
Wow.
So we installed solar panels on top. So the bus basically runs on diesel for switching on and off. But anything else, all the gadgets in the bus, it's all solar system.
You got ACs in the bus.
We do have ACs in the bus, air coolers, TVs, 32-inch TVs. Each room has its own TV, which I'll talk you through, and a mini bar for those who want to enjoy a
Oh
little bit of
my
drinks.
goodness. Oh, wow.
As we go on the move.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next compartment, this is a sleeping compartment. We have 4 bunk beds in here, so 2 either side. You can move them to go up, like this one for demonstration purposes. So 4 people can sleep here. 2 might fit in, but 4 people, it's more ideal for 4 people. So you have your
Okay.
own privacy where you can actually cover up whilst you are, whichever side you are.
Just in case you come with a loved one.
So essentially, it looks like a regular like tour bus. If you guys have ever like seen video of a tour bus from maybe a band or an artist that you may like, but it looks like it's just like a step above a regular tour bus because you have like a mini bar, you have a split AC unit on the bus, which is crazy, and then you have like a huge TV as well. So this is a legit hotel on wheels. And guess where it was made at? It was conceived in Africa. Crazy to think about that, man.
on each bed, you have your own TV set.
Okay.
TV set, air cooler, aircon on each bed.
Each bed.
Each bed, yeah. So there are 4 in here. So on
What?
each bed. And
This
all
is
this,
so cool,
all
man.
this.
What?
So
Wait, wait. Each bed has its own individual AC split unit. That's unheard of. You usually would just throw one in there and you call it a day. But this guy went above and beyond and put one for each bed. That is insane. So that really, I wonder if only one person can like rent this out, like could actually like take advantage of the hotel on wheels, or are you sharing the space with other people that also book the hotel on wheels? That will be a good detail to include on the video, because I will be curious, because if I book the hotel on wheels, I don't want to really share it with anybody else because it is close living quarters. I would probably want to book it for like a party. Like I would, if it was like my birthday party, I would bring like 8 friends with me or something like that, and we would book the hotel on wheels and ride around Botswana, you know, getting lit, have AC for all of us, and chilling. That would be cool too, just to like rent it out with all of your friends and just take like a trip around Botswana and just explore the country. That would be awesome. And you wouldn't have to really pay for like an Airbnb or an Uber. You kind of have all of that combined into one, and you just pay for the one service, and you get a driver, you get people to serve you drinks and everything on the bus, and you have a place to sleep, and you don't have to move your baggage at all. Like it's all right there and it's moving with you. That I think that's a really cool concept too.
all our Wi-Fi, we have our Wi-Fi which we have in
Wi-Fi,
here.
bro.
And we have another door here. We now come to this side where we have a kitchen. 4 plates. This is a gas stove, but the gas panel is upstairs for security reasons, so we have to keep it outside. Running sink, fridge, wine cooler.
Damn, that's a full-size fridge on a bus, bro. Holy.
8 bottles, microwave, ice maker. We make our own ice on the move as we go. Then in that corner, that's our shower area. You can actually bath as you are cruising on the go. So if I do that, you can easily see him there. You can have your shower as we go. And then,
so
cool,
man.
Storage at the back. And then we have a toilet, a proper running toilet inside here.
Dude, that's incredible.
Wow. So we have, it's a double decker?
It's a double decker, so we are not going up. Everything that you see, there was nothing. We had to make everything.
Here?
Yes,
glass.
there was nothing inside here.
Oh my
by
God.
Botswana engineers.
By Botswana company, AT Bus Bodybuilders. Botswana people are working on this. So this is all done here in Africa, by Africans.
That's
Upstairs,
all
we didn't have
amazing.
an upstairs here, but now we created something to come up. Welcome up.
Come up, come up.
All right, this is the part where I was like, yo, this is over the top. Like, this is the part of the video where I'm like, my mind is about to be blown when they go to the rooftop for the hotel on wheels. This is going to be crazy. Oh, boy. Look. Oh, dude.
Oh, wow.
What?
People are chilling up here already.
Yeah, they're already relaxing, chilling here. Hi. So now we are on the top deck.
Wow.
We created a mini garden of some sort. Our lawn. We can put some nice artificial trees here and there. We can actually close this one so that we have extra maximum privacy.
Wow.
So we can now be at the top deck now. So up here we have a sitting area where more people can actually come and sit.
We can actually have a party up here, right?
Yes, we can have a proper party. We can actually, as you can see, from on the middle here, this is a veranda. This one that you're seeing there, it goes 3 meters high. So we can actually close this hole to be in a big room as long as we are not on transit. So when we park, like what we are now, we can actually close and make another extra big room at the top here.
What? Hey, yo.
that a penthouse that I'm seeing?
Yeah, you can go into one of them. You have your TV,
That's a
you have the
penthouse?
aircon, everything
Oh my
in there.
goodness.
You can go in, have a feel. Go in,
That's
have
a
a feel.
penthouse right here, man. Wow.
This is dope, dude.
Look at that. This is quite spacious.
Yeah,
So
it
being
is.
at a penthouse probably gonna be more expensive than staying down there. Because-
So you'd rather prefer being here?
Yeah, of course, man. I'd rather prefer being here.
Yeah,
because-
so when you bring the missus, you'll be comfortable.
Exactly.
On the road. If
Exactly.
you can open that curtain, it means you can actually see where you're going whilst you're actually sleeping.
This is what we call
Oh,
the city view
dude.
position.
That's correct.
The city view.
So
Oh my goodness.
like I was explaining, so we installed solar panels.
Mm.
So
Oh, wow.
basically, we power everything on solar. If solar system is not working, we have a backup silent generator. We actually have a generator here, which is stored inside here. This is a generator. So when
What?
solar happens to fail, which doesn't normally happen, we'll power up with a generator. And then, let's just say the generator is not working again.
Okay.
As the bus is running the engine, we can actually put power to the battery for the solar from the alternator of the bus. And lastly, we
Damn.
can connect a normal plug of electricity from any building straight into the bus, and everything will be on again. So it has 4 sources of power which we actually use to play around.
That's so smart. That's so smart, dude.
Is it the same bus?
Man, like if you that type of redundancy for like your business or the service that you provide is going to always provide a great level of service for your patrons or your clients. I also would implement that into your real life, having redundancy. So in your real life, you would have redundancy when it comes to like finances, having like an emergency fund, having a savings, having like an account for throwaway money, having all of these redundancies in place kind of ensures your success, and it mitigates failure to a certain degree to where success is going to be more likely than failure. And I love that he has multiple levels of redundancy for his hotel on wheels. This is amazing. And this is also teaching us to a degree how we can kind of implement that same thing in our lives. Have levels of redundancy so you can ensure your success.
That carried the national heroes?
Mr. Litile, yes, this is the bus.
Okay.
All those Olympians were right up here as we were cruising around town, everyone celebrating. This is the bus. You are sitting right at the front there.
No
That's the bus.
way.
So they're calling it the Letile bus, basically, because that was the first day actually the bus to go on the road. People didn't even know about it because it was still in the workshop. So the previous day, that's when we went to finish all the fitness and get the paperwork. And then the following day, we were quite lucky. We actually pledged as a company for the bus to go and pick up the athletes.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
So
That's the bus.
you used to live in the UK.
That's correct.
Why would you leave UK, come back to Africa to invest in a project like this?
As far as I'm concerned, Africa is the place to be. We have everything that we basically need. The lifestyle in UK is different to the lifestyle back here. These are completely 2 different things. There is room for improvement. There is room. There is so much room to be innovative whilst you are within Africa. Most people have a perception that maybe being out there, you have achieved, you have everything. But here, this is the future. That's what I believe in. The work structure, basically, it's not as demanding, let me put it that way. We can work in such a flexible, lovely environment, good weather. And in terms of pricing, if we were to construct something like this in UK, it was going to cost us even more. But here we managed to do it, and everyone is celebrating about it. So I just hope and believe is if more youths really start looking to say, invest back home, invest in Africa, it's doable. And people are out there willing to help out when they see that someone is that hard to do something. There are people who are always will be in a willing position to help out.
Are people back home embracing your idea of this back?
Come on, man. Come on, man. You have to take a second and like digest what he just said and possibly clip that portion of the video and make that into a short. because he literally, to recap what he just said, he said that if he was to build this bus in the UK, it would have cost a lot more. But he came to Botswana in order to do this, have it built by Africans, have the entire company ran by Africans, and he sees that there is a lot of opportunity in Botswana to improve things here and there. And he says that a lot of people or youths should move to Botswana and create opportunities for themselves because it is extremely flexible to work in Botswana. Because even though it looks like the infrastructure is really nice, they must be driving through the capital. There is still additional opportunities to improve and invest in Botswana. And that is the point that he was trying to make. People should visit Botswana, possibly move there. You never know, man. When I visit Africa, I have to really take my time and go through most of the continent, right? I have to go to the the more notable countries, of course, but I do want to visit Botswana and also Namibia as well when I go next year.
They are loving it. Initially, they didn't believe that it was built here. They thought it came somewhere from Europe, from America, or from Germany. And then it's just now that people are realizing that, no, this was built here. And that's bringing a lot of joy. And the local authorities, they've been quite supporting about the whole idea. And we are praying and hoping that we are going to build more and more and more. As we were building it, the Ministry of Transport was coming to monitor stage by stage how we're going to be doing it so that it becomes road legal. So it was quite a process. And it being the first one, it took us longer because we had a lot of things that we were changing here and there. But we believe that we are going to do more projects after this one. We will build more and do even better compared to what we've done for now.
Are you looking forward to taking this concept to Zimbabwe?
We would love to have a bus in Zimbabwe, a bus in Zambia, a bus in Namibia, at least a bus or two in each of these Southern African countries. That way you can be able to provide a service to different people so that when you come to Botswana, you know the service is there. When you get to Zimbabwe, when you get to Victoria Falls, you know the service is there. When you get to Zambia, Livingstone, the service is there. So we just hope that as a company, we are going to grow. And as we are growing, we'll be doing this in different countries. And the good thing is just not about us as a company. This is about employment creation. Because a lot of people are being employed within the company where this was done. Not just that. There are other stakeholders where we are buying the equipment that we are using to be constructing the bus. It's like we're promoting different departments, different people in whatever they are good at doing.
Will this be affordable for the locals?
Very much affordable. We were looking at trying to promote domestic tourism. That's why we are saying that if the prices are reasonable, it means more people can actually be able to travel and go where they need to go. Yes, you are not obliged to sleep in the rooms we have when you get to where you want. It's your personal choice. But if you want to, if you come 8 or 10 or 12 of you, you divide the cost. It becomes really, really cheap. 1, 2, most people as they are driving, they want to drink. Here you have a chauffeur. You don't get tempted to drink and drive. You are safe. You are in the right hands. And you have your stewards who are taking care of you, helping you whatever you need on the bus. So yes, the price will be very, very affordable.
You are telling the youth living in the diaspora to come back home. But you know that coming back home won't be easy.
That's true.
What are the challenges that you faced when you came in here to establish something like this?
It's not easy to just make that move to start with because you have to assess. Number one, most of us are afraid of venturing into something that you are not certain that it's going to work.
Yeah.
We want to wait to get a salary, to get paid to come back to work the following day. And that's what we want. And that's not a very, very good idea.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad that he said that. A lot of us, even me included, we get lured away from our dreams or something new or better by the salary of a corporation. And a lot of us fall victim to that, right? Because I have friends that make extremely high salaries and they have not traveled as much as I have, or they haven't done the things that I have. And I do make a little bit less than they do. However, I have the freedom to make my income in different ways and diversify how I make income. So if I decided to leave my business or my corporation one day, I'm not a slave to that job, right? So there comes a certain degree of freedom when you do work for yourself, or when you have like a side hustle and then like your regular 9 to 5, because your side hustles from 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5 could replace your 9 to 5 income. And people that are married to their jobs or their careers, they have a mindset that, hey, I can never leave this career. I can never leave this sector, because I think they're just afraid to try something new. And trying something new, you never know. You may be extremely successful at that. You just have to go for it and not be afraid.
There are challenges that you meet. I'm a married person, and my family is not here currently. It's not easy being away from them to start with. The amount of money that you have to put on the ground as we are doing this, it's quite a lot of money. And you have to choose a certain lifestyle to say, okay, I think I might have to downgrade the kind of life I'm living in England so that I can be able to push in some funds to the project that we want to do.
You have to.
If you don't take the risk, you will not get.
Yep.
It took
take
us
that
a year
risk, man.
to build this. And it took us a full year. So we were lacking funds at some point, then we'd stop, then go and work a little bit, trying to ask here and there to see how best you can try to complete the project. But for now, I can say we have completed. So anyone who really wants to invest home, I believe it's a very good thing, but you really need to be strong. You also need to see what other people are doing around here, not just seeing things on TV and just say in the morning you wake up, you're going to have a nice company or something. It doesn't work like that. You have to come on the ground. The remote control system, I don't know if you know it, you cannot be remote controlling, sitting in London, thinking you're going to do this type of a project, sitting there. It won't work. You have to come on the ground. You have to come and see and appreciate the work that is being done. Choose the raw materials with the team, with the experts who are on the ground. Work together with them. Because if you're just going to press a button from wherever you are thinking it will work, it won't happen.
If you had a chance to change one thing in Africa, what will it be?
Wow.
Ooh.
There might be a lot of things, but our perception, if people are going to start appreciating what we have from within Africa, we don't have to start looking out there. Everything is here. We have everything, every resource. We have everything. But we think that maybe if you go abroad, that's where life is. Look around here. Here in Botswana, we have diamonds and other raw materials. Look at other African countries. If we take advantage of what we have, it's even cost effective. Like I'm saying, try to build this in England, it's a fortune.
Yeah.
But we did it here. The steel is made here in Africa. Most of the things are all from here. So if we start appreciating what we have, what the Almighty has given us, most of the people, they don't understand it. We're just laughing about the solar. This is for free. Now we are powering the bus. We're doing what we ever need to do with the gadgets. It's God-given. But if you don't think about it from that perspective, where you go to a certain country and then 6, 8, 10 months, it's always cold and freezing. You don't have enough sun. And yet we have sun here, but we can't even take advantage of it. How many people are getting into making solar projects? People don't even think in those lines. Well, solar by itself should be doing wonders. Right now, we should be expecting every household to have a solar system. We do have the sun, but we don't think in those lines. And we wait to say, okay, let's see what's abroad and everything. Well, no, this is it. And social life. The social life here is good, my brother. The social life in Africa is good. It's like you're on a rush hour every time out there. It's about waking up, going to work, and back and sleep.
Now that you're back in Africa, are you surviving or living?
I'm doing both. It's both. I'm doing both. I'm doing both.
Thank you so much for talking to me, and I appreciate you so much, man.
No, if you knew, for us to start thinking in these lines, it's your problems. We were watching you from a distance with the missus and say, but if others are doing it, why can't we do it? It's not gonna be easy, but let's try it. Yes, because
you're inspired by my videos.
I'll tell you, and not from just now.
I want to take this bus to Kalahari Desert. Free fuel.
No.
Wow.
That would be good. I'm telling you,
that's impressive, man.
You are a source of inspiration. You are a role model. You might undermine yourself, but trust me, when we watch those videos, you are covering basically a broad spectrum. You are covering agriculture, farming, industries, real estate. Basically, you are everywhere. You are trying to touch every little corner of Africa. And you are meeting people from abroad. You are inspiring quite a lot of us. And if you keep on doing what you are doing, even the future generation of us Africans who are out there will start having a different school of thought. Because the little money we make is enough to do something home.
Damn. Did he just say that he was inspired by Wode Maya's videos to actually create this bus and this business in Botswana? That is incredible, man. And it goes to show you, like, if you do choose to become a content creator and actually choose to go out there and make content like that, it could inspire not only just one person, it could inspire like an entire generation to just take the chance, make that leap to create something that didn't exist prior. And as a content creator, you just never know who your content reaches and who it's going to inspire in the future. And when you actually see your impact on people, that motivates you even more to be consistent and keep creating great quality content. And Wode Maya has been an absolute proof of that, because we're seeing it here. And we saw the guy that runs the Hotel on Wheels say that he's been watching Wode Maya's videos for a long time, and he was inspired to go out here and try something in Africa and not do it in the UK. That is incredible.
Have there might not push you to do much there, but bring it here. Just look at the exchange rates. Then you go there and then you do what you have to do. You start small as you grow. It takes time. So the sky is the limit. And one thing I've kind of discovered is the moment you start, doors just starts opening. Left, side, right, and center. If you don't start, you don't get. So that first step, like a baby, that's what you need to do. Just to start, whatever it is, just get in there, just start. And things will just start happening from all angles. From all angles. Look, I'm sitting with you. What does a dream get?
Come on, man. Come on.
No, that is true. I'm sitting with you, and to me, it's a dream that has just came true. Because when we used to sit and say, okay, so he's actually meeting these people. Is this real or is this staged or what? No, this is reality.
You've done it too, and that's why I'm here.
I greatly appreciate.
And that's why I'm saying congratulations, man. I mean, listen, this is the first ever transportation video I've ever done.
Wow.
You see the diversity you're talking about? Correct. Now, because of you, I have a new diversity. So I just want to say thank you, because I've never seen anything like this before. And thanks for showing me that it's possible.
It's doable. And sky's the limit. Let's keep on pushing.
Damn, bro. This is such a good video. Oh, this is such a good video that I'm so happy that we were able to look at this together. This is incredible. I'm going to give him a Dom DeMarco for that video.
Dom DeMarco.
That was incredible. Okay. Yeah, guys, go and subscribe to Wode Maya's YouTube channel, man. It's going to be really well worth it, because we give videos like that, man, on the regular. So yeah, it would be in your best interest to go ahead and follow Wode Maya on YouTube and support. He's also very active on social media as well, like Instagram and Facebook. So go and support the original content creators there as well. All right. After that, we are going to move to Stephen Ndukwu. And guys, if you're not already subscribe to Stephen's YouTube channel, I highly suggest that you do so. Let's support the original content creators, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be making this reaction video right now. And the title of this video is, I visited the Caribbean, or already almost said Caribbean. What is this, Disney? I visited the Caribbean island of every man's dream, Barbados. Cheese on bread. I don't know if that's Jamaican or... Okay. Let's go ahead and watch, man. I'm very curious to see what Barbados has to offer. I know that Rihanna is from here as well, so let's go ahead and see.
Welcome to Barbados!
If you don't come to Barbados, it's up to you.
Bro, why is what am I is everywhere, bro? we just got done watching the Watermaya video and he ends up being on Stephen Nduku's video. This guy is everywhere, bro. Like, how are you in Botswana and then you're in Barbados? Like, what's the time frame on when these videos were filmed? Because I would love to know, because it just seems like Watermaya is everywhere worldwide.
Bro,
listen,
I am here.
Watermaya called me up and said, bro, have you heard about Barbados? I was like, you know, we've heard about it. And I knew like it's in the Caribbean, but I knew nothing about the country. I think the Caribbean itself is more popular than the Caribbean islands, right? It's just like a lot of people know Africa, but they don't know like countries like Lesotho exist. So he was like, he wants me to come to Barbados. He got something to show me. I was like, ah! So I was actually on a series of trips, and at that point I was in Cairo. So I accepted to go on the trip because who says no to a new adventure, right? So I had to fly 5 hours from Cairo to London, and then 8 hours, 30 minutes from London to the Caribbean.
Bro.
The longest flight that I have been, I was so tired. But trust me, the minute I stepped my foot in Barbados, everything disappeared.
He went from Egypt to Barbados to go meet Watermaya. Bro, this video is about to be epic, bro. Come on, man.
Trust me.
Bro. Y'all better go support Steven, bro. Go go subscribe to Steven's channel, man. Wow. Wow.
I've never seen beaches so pristine like beaches in Barbados.
All right. So it is my first time in Barbados. I don't know what to expect. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna trust Maya to show me something that I haven't seen before.
Barbados is a paradise, and I feel like if you have not visited this place, it's about time for you to take that trip and make your dream a reality. But also, it's a way of connecting to your brothers and sisters who left the continent for a very long time.
Barbados is this destination that I used to see
African Tigress. Yo, we reacted to one of her videos before too. Like, is this like a African YouTuber summit right now in Barbados? This is awesome. They get like a collab video with everybody that we react to in the past. This is awesome.
Movies, American movies, you could see people are going on holiday, on vacation to Barbados. Nice blue waters. And I was like, one day I want to visit Barbados. And I'm so glad because it's the first country I visited in the Caribbean. And I had a very nice welcome. In fact, when I got to Barbados the first time, the Prime Minister was outside the plane greeting people because I was in an inaugural flight to Barbados.
So we arrived Bridgetown, which is the capital city and also the most populated city in Barbados. It is located in the southeastern Caribbean Sea. So I was taken to my hotel, and I actually did stay at Hilton.
Ooh.
This room, guys, cost $250 a night with just breakfast included. It was a decent room overlooking the ocean, which was very nice. Hilton is a 4-star. If you want to do 5-star, you're even looking at like what, $700,000 a night. Anything decent usually will start from $150 a night. But yeah, a lot of people would say the Caribbean, Barbados specifically, I mean, it's one of the most expensive, right? A lot of blog articles suggest you should have at least $375 a day, inclusive of your accommodation per day, if you want to have the best time in the country. But then you might ask yourself, what really makes this country very expensive?
Since the island's country's independence in 1966, the economy of Barbados has transformed from a low-income economy dependent upon sugar production into a high-income economy based on tourism and the offshore sector.
Well, a lot of people say that Barbados is an expensive destination, but nothing good is cheap, really. What makes Barbados expensive, I think we look at cost of accommodation. I think that's the most expensive thing in Barbados. But transportation, you can use public transport. I can see it's more expensive than the rest of the Caribbean. Generally, a lot of the Caribbean countries are quite pricey, but it's because most of these countries, the main thing they offer the economy is tourism. Despite the fact that it's expensive, you'll enjoy the experience.
After living in Barbados for 10 days, I would say that this is one of the most expensive countries to live in.
Sure. We have no natural resources at all like some of the other islands, but we have always been the most stable of the Caribbean islands.
$1 US is 2 Barbados dollars.
Why do you think their currency is so strong? I think the economy is well managed. If your economy is well managed, it's the exchange rate will expose you.
For like a 5-minute or 10-minute taxi ride, you can pay as high as $15 US. Just make sure you keep your pockets packed when you're visiting Barbados.
Because we don't just do tourism by itself, but we do tourism and culture. And that is what makes us unique. That when you come to Barbados, you are immersed in a full cultural experience. Plenty parties, we're in the middle of crop over, but it's the season of emancipation, so you could be going to a party one night, and then the next day get up and you're going on a hike to look at, Amerindian burial grounds. Yeah. That's a level of experience you're gonna have here in Barbados when you come at this particular time. Yeah, full cultural immersion.
Tell me one thing about Barbados, man.
Everybody love everybody.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Enough respect in
Well,
Barbados.
you tell me the girls are pretty.
Okay.
Man.
Always pretty, man. Always with enough
Interesting.
love.
When you go crop over, you're gonna see more pretty girls.
All right.
I think he actually posted this video before and had to take it down, and I now understand why he had to go back and like blur some certain stuff out, because YouTube is extremely fragile when it comes to like stuff on your channel. And I see why he had to take this video down and re-edit some stuff and blur out some things. I totally get it now. This is the video that he took down that I think it was a couple weeks ago, and he put it up last week. So this is, I get it.
I'm gonna see the Caribbean girls, eh?
And girls with big bumper, don't forget that.
Do they all have big bumper, man?
Of course, if you don't have a bumper, you're not a Bajan.
Hey!
Long time in a nice time, so we decide to go into the club tonight. With the queen by my side and the spliff I like. The stress build up inside, now seems so light. Like fresh cut, fresh shave, just bathe. And me babes, she a put on a dress and a makeup. Just see impress our best self. I'm less so dreams need manifesting, yeah.
I came during the festive period specifically for the most popular event called the crop over.
There's possibly no better way of experiencing the vibrant Caribbean culture than by attending the carnival, and each island has its own sense of style. Every August, Barbados would light up its streets with their own version called crop over.
The best time to visit this place is actually during the crop over, because you'll feel like a kid in the candy shop. In terms of living in Africa, you'll see something you've never seen before. Let me put it that way.
So this year's edition, they're celebrating 50th anniversary of the crop over. It's like a long week of like back-to-back events, concerts, street parties here and there, leading up to the main day, which is like the main carnival. Ira Star, the popular Afrobeat Nigerian artist, was on there. And of course, Riri, people from all over the world. Trust me, guys. I have been to a few carnivals here and there, but I have never seen anything like this.
The Crop Over Summer Festival is Barbados' most popular and colorful festival. Its origin can be traced back to the 1780s, a time when Barbados was the world's largest producer of sugar.
During the time when people were enslaved there, so at the end of the harvest season, they would be given a day to just celebrate and all that. It was actually a celebration of the end of the harvest season, crop over.
And now it attracts thousands of people from around the globe.
The street is filled with colorful parades, elaborate outfits, calypso music, and of course, lots of big... That's right, I didn't say that, but yeah. I mean, when I got into the Caribbean, I was kind of like saying, yo, man, these people are far away from Jesus. But then I was like, this is saying, yo.
Did he just say that these people are far away from Jesus? Oh, God.
Oh, man, these people are far away from Jesus. But then I was like, this is pretty much their culture. Just like I was in Namibia and I got to learn about the Himba tribe. how, you know, how they live their life. So I was like, these people have been doing this for 50 years. Their great-grandfather did it, their grandfather did it. If you have never been to the Caribbean or understand how the Caribbean tradition is, you might want to try to judge them, but just understand this is their tradition and this is what they're used to.
I've learned that over history, their costumes and the outfits have changed, and younger people want to do it in a way that's pleasing to them. So I love how people are free to express themselves with no judgment. I know from Africa and based on some videos that I did, people are like, oh, what, nakedness and all that, but it's their culture. They're expressing themselves in a way that they feel is best. And one thing about crop over, you'll not hear incidents of like sexual harassment and things like that. People need to get over that mindset of seeing women as like, when you see a woman in a bikini or an outfit, you think you have rights to that. In Barbados, during crop over, they respect that. No one's going to harass you. No one is going to touch you inappropriately.
The final day is here for the final festival, and this is what we all have been waiting for, the 50th anniversary of crop over 2024. And as an African, I'm here to have fun and enjoy. Come along.
Yeah, man, I don't really know what I'm expecting, but I guess it's gonna be fun.
Hey y'all, can y'all imagine going to like a festival with Walter Maya and like there's alcohol involved, and you guys already see like how he behaves on like YouTube sober. Imagine like hanging out with him and he's not sober, and like we're like at a festival. Like it must have been insane. Like some of the stuff that actually happens on the ground, like you just can't put on YouTube, man. Juve. Damn, it must have been lit, bro.
The crop over was wow. That's all I will say. But I think for us, it's the Barbadian, it's the Bajan culture. It's who they are, and so we embrace it. It's totally diversified from the African culture, which we know. But I think that it was an eye-opener for me. I liked it. I liked every bit of the crop over. I liked the different bands that displayed, 16 bands displayed. It was a dashing splash of colors. It was well worth it, and the experience was worth every penny.
Before I go ahead to tell you all of the most touristic things you can do in Barbados, I do have a travel guide that I always create when I visit these countries. So it's like a map, right? Every single thing that I have done and all the contacts and all non-festive stuff.
So the Caribbean is actually the 6th region of Africa. We have the north, south, east, west, and the Caribbean is the 6th region, because when you come in here, we got same similarities, same culture in the Caribbean. I think the first similarities that you're gonna see in here is their facial features. I mean, they're black people, they look like us. I mean, even the way they live in here is just like the way we build in West Africa. What we have in common in terms of similarities, we got same names. We also got similar food. In Ghana, we have a food called banku, which is made out of corn flour. And in Barbados, they got something we call kuku. And I feel like the name kuku came from the word banku because it's exactly the same meal that they eat in here. The only difference is that whenever you try eating it with your hand in here, they kind of be like, no way. But hey, I think that is the culture that they lost.
I'm initiated into Ifa.
Ifa.
Fully initiated into Ifa. And so, but my name is Tifa Shea, and was given to me by a Babalawo from Nigeria, from Ode Remo.
You are 100% African in the Caribbean.
100% African.
Yeah.
I would not deny that heritage.
Just Barbados is the most beautiful place, and there's no other place like it. And look at the shades of the individuals. Our history is something that makes us who we are.
Yeah.
Dr. Watson.
All right.
So back in the 17th century, where slave trade was more like a big thing, more Africans around the west coast of Africa were captured and enslaved and brought to the Caribbean.
It is estimated that between the 1620 and the 1800, over 370,000 enslaved Africans were brought to Barbados. They were taken from their homes in West Africa, endured a brutal voyage across the Atlantic, and were forced to work on the island's many sugar plantations under horrendous conditions.
So they were taken to work in farms in Barbados. Barbados is one of the countries that was used as a sugarcane plantation. So they had lots of sugarcane being produced and sold to Europe and other parts of the world.
That is why you can see so many Africans in this part of the world.
If you do DNA tests, you'll find a lot of them will trace their roots back to Africa.
Of course.
There's a season of emancipation, actually. It's like a public holiday in the country. A time for reflection, education, and celebration commemorating the end of slave trade on the island. Sort of like a remembrance for the past heroes, where you get to learn about the history of the Caribbean and how most of these African descent found their way to the island. Actually, we went to a place in the city centers, like you got like brick walls on there, and then you're going to see names of people that had lived or that fought for the freedom of Barbados. And guess what? You're going to find some Nigerian names on there. You're going to find some Ghanaian names on there.
Wow.
People from Ivory Coast. I even saw my name. But a lot of people that was on the tour, they did see their name on there.
All of the names, these people helped build Barbados. All these names that you see right here. I have seen Adekunle, Adeshino, Abels are all like Nigerian names. And a lot more, like thousands and thousands of names. Look at these guys.
If you find your name here, you get a free passport to Barbados.
Why?
Because your grandfather helped develop this country.
So, have you seen your name so far?
Wait.
I've seen my friend's name, but he's not here, so he doesn't qualify for the passport.
Have you found your name here?
Yes, my maiden name is here.
Where's the name?
Maiden name here is. That's my maiden name, Alcock.
Wow.
There, Marsha. It's here. I found it.
And that is to tell you that the Caribbean is another region of Africa.
Here we are at
That's
the
true.
National Hero Square in the center of the city of Bridgetown in Barbados. And this square was plagued with atrocities in the early years. Some terrible things happened here in that there were public beatings happening here, there were public hangings happening here, as well as it is said that the slave block was also set up here, where Africans and other people coming into Barbados against their will were sold at this spot, especially African Ghanaians and Nigerians particularly, because they were the majority of the people who came here. It is really a representation, a celebration of the freedom of the people of Barbados, freedom from slavery and the shackles that kept us enslaved. As you will look here, you'll see the shackles are attached by chains to what we figure are people, the people who were brought here, and the shackles are now open, signifying freedom.
Welcome to Barbados! So I'm going to talk a little bit about the things you can do when you're visiting Barbados, right? So if you don't find yourself in the festive season where you're going to attend all of the parties and the crop over, these are a few things you can do whilst you're in Barbados. And the first would be the Harrison Cave.
Okay.
It is considered as one of the 7 wonders of Barbados. It's the most popular place you can visit when you're in the island.
It is an amazing gallery of stalactites hanging from the roof of the cave and stalagmites that emerge from the ground, with streams of crystal clear running water that drops from the breathtaking waterfall to form a deep emerald pool.
I don't know, it's just a cave that's so beautiful and it has a lot of history on the formation and all that. I think it's one of the places that looks so unreal that everybody should experience.
Over 1 million people have been in this cave since it was open to the public.
They were formed over thousands of years ago, and in some places, the stalagmites have reached down to the stalagmite and a spectacular pillar has been formed. You would get into an electric tram with a tour guide down into the cave.
I don't remember how many meters below sea level we went into, but trust me, it seems like we went into another world entirely. Then we had a tour guide that was trying to explain the history, and most importantly, the person, I think there were 2 persons that discovered this cave, and now it's like a national treasure. It's the most touristic thing you can do, and considered one of the 7 wonders of Barbados.
For those adrenaline junkies, we're currently at the Harrison's Cave, and there's so much to do. You have obstacle courses, you have the cave which you would go through to see everything that happened and how the cave came about. Pretty much the history of Barbados. Somebody just ziplined behind us right now, and that's a real adventure for those people who are adrenaline junkies. Barbados is a destination that caters from cradle to grave. For the young and for the old, there's something for everybody to do in Barbados.
When people visit Barbados, what I would advise, make sure you do an island tour. It's not a very big island, so you can go through the entire island in at least a day.
Look here at the architecture of the old structures that used to be here. The chattel houses here, like this house, is where Black Barbadians after emancipation would have built houses like this and lived on different lands.
Wow.
So you had wooden houses that were easily moved, and they were called chattel, just like the people themselves during enslavement were called chattel because the type of slavery was called chattel slavery. Easy to get rid of, easy to sell, easy to get rid of them.
You can move it as well, yeah?
Move, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. How many of y'all knew that?
Of course, there's no way you're going to come to an island, and especially one like Barbados, that you're not going to go on some sort of like catamaran cruise.
And we're about to experience this sea.
This guy.
You know, I mean, this is called sea experience.
We're about to go on a catamaran. I've gone to quite a number of catamarans. I'm just here to soak up the experience and what the Barbados version would offer to me. And I'll be going on this catamaran with quite a number of friends from Ghana, from Barbados, and also a few from Nigeria as well.
So catamaran cruises are very popular here in the island. It allows you to sail through the coast, enjoy beautiful music, of course absorb the air. Look at this air, it's very fresh, and just have a good time with friends and family. It's also a great opportunity for you as well. If you want to go snorkeling, if you want to go deep sea diving as well, all of those can be arranged for you. And of course, I'm going to leave more details either in the description or in my travel guide somewhere. You're going to see where to book it and what the experience is like.
This is the place to be, island life. Free. I would invite anybody to come to Barbados not because I live here, because it is safe, because we are very caring people, and tourism is the first industry, only industry that we have mostly.
For real?
Yeah, tourism is the only industry we mostly have. We have rum and sugar, but tourism puts the food on the table.
And I called a friend and I was trying to make a joke. We went to a place called
Rihanna Drive.
On that street, you're going to see a house where Rihanna grew up in. Rihanna is like one of the icons in the country. Everybody looks up to her. Everybody there is proud of her. And actually, she was at the crop over as well.
That's the house that she grew up in as a little girl, yes. It's a privately owned home.
Yeah.
And the owner rents it out as an Airbnb. It's a typical bungalow style house that you would find in most communities, small communities in Barbados.
This gap used to be named Westbury Gap. No, it's renamed after our very own Rihanna. This is the house where she was born and raised in with her mom and the rest of the family.
And it's just very interesting to see that it is now like a tourist attraction, right?
We saw a house and a lot of tourists were on there taking photos, posting on the internet, sending to their friends. And I was just laughing like, anything could be tourism.
That's
true. All you just have to do is put a story to it, put some marketing budget to it, put some entry ticket to it, create an Instagram page, and that's it.
Rihanna, she's a star, man.
She's a star, yeah. International. You guys, all of you are proud of her.
Of course. I'm proud of Riri doing great.
Yeah.
Barbados is the country that invented rum. The first rum in the world was made in Barbados, Mount Gay rum.
Barbados also do produce their own version of rum. I found it very common in island countries because when I was in Seychelles, they had their own rum. In Mauritius, they had their own rum. And right now, I am in Barbados. They've got their own rum.
St. Nicholas Abbey is also a place to check out while you're on the island. It is located in the parish of St. Peter's and was built in 1660. It is one of the only 3 genuine Jacobean mansions in the Western Hemisphere.
And the house was completed by 1658, making it over 350 years.
Oh my
This
gosh.
plantation had more than 300 enslaved. They lived on the outskirts. The house is open to the public since 1980, but this is where, the owners would have been, but most of them had local families living in the house, and they would pretty much come down from time to time to see how business was going. Had local
What?
families.
Is that like those can't be toilets, bro. Those are toilets for probably like the slave. Wow.
Living in the house, and they would pretty much come down from time to time to see how business was going.
I know you guys are not going to ever sell this, but what do you think is the worth of this property right now?
I don't know.
The older it is, the more expensive.
Yeah, it is 400 acres.
Damn, 400 acres? Yo, you guys, that's a lot of land. 400 acres.
That's a lot of land.
That's a lot of land.
That's a lot.
What really brought me here was to see how they produce their rum. And I heard it's like a boutique rum distillery. They only produce a certain numbers of bottles, and that is it.
Complimentary guided tours of the great house showcasing the wealth of tradition, including the antiques and artifacts spanning the home's 350 years history.
We're the only distillery that make our rum from cane syrup. The others make their rum from molasses. Rum from cane syrup smells sweeter, tastes sweeter. That's production there. Actually, we're going to go through there. Everything that's labeled St. Nicholas Abbey is done right here by hand.
By hand?
Wow. By hand before it goes up to our shop or before we export.
They still got other rum distillery like the Four Square and Mount Gay here on the island.
Production. So that's where we sanitize our bottle. This is where we bottle the rum. This is our bottle before we bottle and label. It has the image of the house sandblasted on front and side. Now, if you have a company and you want your company logo, guys, we lose the back label and we can put your company logo with a little message.
Stop it, bro. That's awesome.
My boss would do that in his office. You can actually bottle, seal, and label and everything in a day. It depends on how much rums, we have.
In a day?
So this one would be 450 Barbados.
It's not cheap, huh?
You can also buy
450? Bro, that's 225 US dollars. They are bugging.
Damn.
Souvenirs if you choose. I tasted a lot of rum and it was not much longer before I started seeing double.
They speak English but with Bajan accent, and then there's some phrases that only Bajans would understand. For instance, they can say, "I's a Bajan," meaning I am a Bajan. What's going on? What's going on?
Your name is?
My name is Steven.
Steven.
Yeah.
Proper English, we would say Steven.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me? That's proper English.
Yeah.
In Barbados, we say, what are you looking at me for? Barbadians like to tell you, you're too nosy.
You're too nosy.
You're malicious. Barbados is 100% safe. If you break down with your car, I dare you, you will find 10 or 15 Barbadians stopping on the road.
Wow.
People will stop on the road and say, do you want some help?
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes, Barbadians are very caring. They will look after you, and not because you're a tourist, because you're a human. We are very humane in this country.
Yeah.
So I've also heard of incidents where people misplace or lose something and they still get it back. So that's my favorite thing about Barbados, how they treat us tourists, how they welcome us. They're so friendly.
Girls in Barbados, we have pretty girls, shaped well.
Okay. Are they on the beach? I'm going to go to the beach today.
Of course. You will find a Bajan gal.
Okay, let's
Barbados is actually 3,000 miles from Africa, but we don't have a direct flight.
From Africa.
So you will have to take a flight to England and then come here.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Nevertheless, far distance relationship will suit you.
Yeah.
Do you guys I hate to keep pausing the video, but do you guys think that if more of like these island countries or places that have huge African influence or have been former like slave, like it used to be like a slave land of a whole bunch of plantations and slaves, do you think they will benefit culturally if they had more direct flights to Africa instead of having to fly to England and then from England to Africa? I think they would, man. I would actually be hard pressed to tell you guys that if there was a direct flight from Barbados to Africa or to Ghana, to be particular, to be specific, they would actually go to Africa more often just to be enriched culturally a little bit more.
Come on, man. When I was coming in here, I had to sit in a plane for over 27 hours, which I think is ridiculous. Come on.
Actually, there is no flight right now that comes from Africa. You'd have to go to Europe, the UK, Canada, or America before you come to the Caribbean.
Traveling from Africa to the Caribbean is visa-free, but you cannot just make it just like that. You have to go to UK, US, or Canada in order for you to get to the Caribbean. And I feel like that is a major challenge. And that is why I decided to organize a chartered flight that will be moving from Africa to the Caribbean so that we can connect ourselves easily.
So Adansi Travels, in collaboration with BTMI, which is the tourism board in Barbados, they're organizing a trip, and I'm going to allow them to tell you about the trip.
So one of the key challenges in Africa coming to the Caribbean has been the connectivity, the visa, transit visa, long travel hours, and we are cutting that short. And we do this by a charter flight, and this flight is being done from Accra to Barbados, and we are getting people from Nigeria, from Cameroon, from Kenya, all over. And so we just have to fly into Accra and connect 8 hours straight away to Barbados. No visa is needed, and can connect from here to other Caribbean islands.
So I'm going to leave the contact details below if you want to join the trip.
Wow, that's huge. I haven't watched this video at all, and that was my main gripe, that there are not any nonstop flights from Africa to the Caribbean. And then they just make a chartered flight to the Caribbean. This is crazy.
If you want to come, enjoy, and learn the rich history of Barbados right here in the Caribbean island. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was very educational. You learned a lot. And please subscribe to the channel, because we also have our travel episodes coming from Egypt, coming from Morocco, South Africa. Make sure you stay glued, and I'll see you. For now, I just want to walk around the beach, enjoy the weather here.
Guys, that was a W of a video. I can tell you, like, that was extremely eye-opening, because I had no idea that they didn't have direct flights from Africa to the Caribbean. And for them to actually provide an opportunity for Africans to come to the Caribbean and experience the culture and see how much African influence there is outside of Africa is totally, it should be totally eye-opening, man. I really hope that people that do reside in Africa decide to take that flight from Accra to Barbados. I really, really do hope that happens. Okay, now we are done with the two big YouTubers that we love to watch on a weekly, if not bi-weekly basis. I want to go to a little bit of a different topic. It is Pop the Balloon or Find Love. However, it is from a different creator. It is from one of my, I guess, cohorts on episode 19 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love from Arlette Amuli. And it is from one of the more notable people from the show. His name is Pointer. And if you guys have watched episode 19, Pointer was the guy that was dressed up in a suit with the wig, and he was literally the star of the show, and he happens to be a YouTuber as well. So I really hope this is okay, Pointer. I didn't ask you before, even though like you show love on the channel a lot. I really do appreciate that. I hope this is okay to react to your content. Let me know if it's not. I'll take it down. I'll edit this out if it's not okay. But guys, go subscribe to Pointer's YouTube channel. It's called The Last Talk Show, and he's at 118,000 subscribers. I'm gonna like the video, and I found this very, very funny because he's taking like the concept of Pop the Balloon and he's kind of like making it like his own. in a way. And I haven't seen anybody do it like this before. So he took a whole bunch of old people, or I want to say older people, more seasoned, and he put them in a pop the balloon type of situation. And it is a certain level of satire along with it. So I want to see how he interprets Pop the Balloon or Find Love. So guys, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed to Pointer's channel at The Last Talk Show on YouTube. So let's go ahead and react. And this video is called, I think it's just like an excerpt from the actual long form version of this episode. So it's Martin does not want to be a sugar daddy. Pop the Balloon or Find Love, old people. Let's go ahead and react, bro. This is going to be crazy.
Come on in there.
Hello.
You can stop right about there. Hello, how's it going?
Going good. How are you?
Good, good. Tell me your name, your age, and what you do.
This is Martin. I am 66, and I'm a retired insurance executive.
I love that. Retired insurance executive. Okay, ladies seem to like that. Tell me, what are you looking for in a real one?
Someone who's kind, cultured, fresh. No, wait a second. I'm talking about my breakfast yogurt.
Someone wasn't feeling the yogurt. Okay. Tell me some more. Just a few more.
Financially independent.
Okay.
And have their, you know what, together.
Yes. Have their.
She was like shocked by the balloon popping, bro, and she popped it.
Yes. Have their you know what together. Some people. Okay. Interesting. Let me ask you one more thing. What are some of your red flags then? Something that if someone does one of these things in a relationship, it's a no-go for you.
It's, real signs of insecurity and acting crazy and stuff like that.
Okay. Some of us act a little crazy. Okay, we did get a few pop balloons, so let's come on, walk on over and see what these real ones are thinking. Hello, can you give me your name, your age, and why you popped?
My name is Charisse. I'm over 65, and I popped because he used the word crazy, and other people have used that word describing me also. It kind of annoyed me a little bit.
Bruh. Sorry.
Okay.
I love him and apologize, though.
Okay. Okay, now then let me ask you this. Now, before he used the word crazy, was he someone you were feeling? Was he your type?
He's a nice-looking guy.
Let's get that nice-looking guy facing just a little more that way, yeah, so that camera can see how lovely he is. And was she someone that's your type before she popped, or is she your?
Probably middle of the road.
Middle of the road. Okay, got it. Okay, that answers our question. Well, thank you so much. Let's walk down to some of our other pops. Maybe mean? Hello, would you share your name, your age, and why you popped?
My name is Joy Demain. I'm over 60, and I popped when you said you wanted the person to be financially independent.
Oh, okay.
Are you not financially independent?
Oh, I am.
Oh, so why is that a concern for you?
Because I wouldn't want that to be a reason that someone was interested in me, is that I could be a sugar mama or something.
Got it. No sugar mamas. Okay, that's fascinating. Now, before he said that and you didn't like that, was he your type?
Almost.
What was the almost? What did it? Was it the comment about financial independence?
Yes, I just don't. I don't think that should be the primary considerations.
So that makes sense. Fair. Now, I got to ask you, was she, before she popped, or is she still someone that's your type?
Middle of the road.
Yeah. So we got some middle of the road ladies.
I don't want to be a sugar daddy, so.
Kind of mutual there, the feeling mutual. Okay, I like mutual.
Makes you like me more because I am financially independent.
Exactly.
See?
Fascinating. Okay.
You are.
But did you want a balloon back, or you're okay?
No.
I am what I am.
I am what I am. Let's move forward to the next. Can you tell me your name, your age, and why you popped?
I'm Linda, I'm 60, and I popped for the same reason. Financially independent usually equates into cheap. So I also am financially independent. However, I'm old-fashioned. I like men to pay my way on dates.
Okay, that's fair.
No, that's interesting.
Flag for me.
Now, when you said that, did that mean you wanted them to pay for the dates, or are you going to pay for the dates?
No, I don't.
Okay. Who is that? Who is that? The one that's still holding the balloon? What is that, bro?
or have a problem paying. I just don't want to be the sugar daddy.
Does that? So he's willing to pay.
Great.
So
That doesn't change. He's got terrible, nice person to talk to, but terrible posture.
Yikes!
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So is he your type or?
No.
This is comedy, bro. This is comedy.
Okay. Now is she someone that's your type?
She's very nice. Yeah.
So not middle of the road this time. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. Can I get your name, age, and why you popped?
My name's Patrice. I'm 65. And the reason I popped was you don't really know what you want. You came out very insecure. Maybe the cameras made you nervous, but you were looking up thinking, well, what do I want? I wanted this. So I just didn't see, you didn't have that internal security to say, I want this. I want strong.
What do you feel about that? Do you agree? Or you?
Hey, fair enough. That's how I come across.
But do you know in your heart you are strong?
I know I'm strong.
Okay.
I'm just not a typical macho man.
Macho village people. Okay, I understand. Now, is she someone that's your type?
She's middle of the road. Yeah.
Oh, so we went middle of the road.
What
is
the heck
he
does
someone
that
that's your type?
mean?
Well, if I got to know him, maybe he isn't so insecure. So, he's got the height. That's good. He's got most of the hair. That's good.
Most of the
good.
hair
A smile.
is crazy.
That's good. But the insecurity was, first impression. So that's where I stand on that.
First impressions are everything. All right. Well, let's walk it on back then, because I believe that we have a few balloons that are not popped, some unpopped balloons, which is a beautiful thing. I'm going to see, do you have, well, you know what? Let me ask you this. This is a really deal-breaking question. Only on a real one do I ask this question. Religion or politics? Now, do those things matter to you in a relationship? Should someone be super political, not political, super religious, not religious? Share with that. That might make a difference.
Yes. I do like someone who is open-minded and who is on the liberal end. And with respect to religion,
guys, never talk about politics on a first date ever. Most chicks they lean more left than right, so never talk about politics ever on a first date.
I'm sort of ambivalent, but I would say I'm more agnostic than.
The black.
Okay. That'd be popping. We did get a pop. It's a great question. I'm the only one that asked those kind of things. Let's come on down and let's see why we got a pop. Name, age, and why you pop.
Hi, my name is Henri, and I'm 64. And I think you're really cute. I do. You got that height, nice eyes, the dimples, the whole thing is going. But I am deeply religious.
I understand.
Yo, this is so funny.
So do you think you could date someone that's deeply religious, or?
As long as it doesn't interfere with who I am.
Okay.
I think it's acceptable.
But do you feel you could date someone that isn't deeply religious?
No, because it will interfere. Because if you're really religious and that person isn't, it's not going to be a good mix, no matter how cute they are.
Got it.
Okay. Did we get a pop here? We got a pop. Oh, you still have your balloon.
She's hiding it.
Oh, okay. She's hiding her heart on her back. Okay, got it. All right. Well, that was an important one. We can welcome back. We still have some unpopped balloons, which I love to see. Do you have an essential question that you want to ask these ladies to maybe narrow it down? An essential question.
Yeah. What is the best date that you've been on?
Ooh,
let's start here. Name, age, and best date you've been on.
My name is Rhonda. I'm over 60, believe it or not. And the best date I've ever gone on was the guy just fixed lunch, and we went to the park and just sat to get to know each other, because a restaurant may be noisy, a movie, we can't have a conversation, and it was fabulous. I enjoyed it.
Very good. Let's go to the next name, age, and best date.
Well, I'm over 50, and I would say that maybe the best date was when we took this fantastic gymnastics class, and we did all kinds of gymnastics. And it was just a lot of fun, very athletic, and I loved it.
Over
Wonderful.
50.
Let's go to the next. We got two more. Let's figure out name, age, and best date.
My name is Liz. I'm 67, and to be honest with you, I haven't been on a date in a long time. so I can't really answer it.
What about, ever in your life you never had like a best date?
I mean, I did have a best date, but it's been such a long time ago, I can't remember.
Ooh, hey man, like this is very telling because a lot of I hate to really harp on women nowadays, like current, like modern women, but this is the future. This is what the future holds for women that, you know, don't choose a guy or doesn't have a guy that chooses them. You're gonna be 65 not remembering what your best date was on. This is crazy.
Got it. At least you know it was the best, though. Okay, awesome. Okay, that's okay for you? And name, age, and best date.
Hi, I'm Rhoda. I'm over 65, and the best date is always for me dinner and a show, and we'll have plenty of time to talk before, during, and after.
Very good. Okay, well, let's back it on up then, because now I'm going to ask to borrow Patrice's toothpick. Based on that, I'm going to give that to you because they are holding out for you. You have 4 lovely ladies. Let's just narrow it down pretty significantly. I want you to eliminate 2. I want you to pop 2 based on what you heard, based on what you've seen. I want you to eliminate 2.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
My goodness. Wow. And then one more.
It's gonna probably go. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, let's start right here then. Let's start right here. Come on with me. Why'd you pop her balloon?
Probably not my type.
Okay. Tell me, what is your type?
Well,
Pointer, bro.
I've been married 3 times.
Damn, 3 times.
Okay.
But they were all kind of different. You know, and I think it probably takes a little more of getting to know somebody and get inside the head. And not so much, you know, beauty, skin deep, but, you know.
Okay. So how can you tell she's not your type based on since it's internal for you?
Yeah, I think.
Based on her response or?
Just based on what I kind of feel.
Got it. It makes sense. All right. Well, let's go down to the next one that you popped in. Let's go down to the next one and tell us why you popped.
She seems like a heck of a lot of fun.
She may not remember it, but a lot of fun.
Pointer, dog. Yo, this is pure comedy, and I love it. I love watching Pointer's content, bro. He is hilarious, bro. He is like he's like a comedian, and he doesn't even need to say anything.
She may not remember it, but a lot of fun.
But again, the chemistry.
Okay. Now, you left your balloon unpopped. He was someone that was your type.
Yeah, he was until he said that he was married 3 times. And that if he would have said that right away, I would have popped my balloon right away because that tells me he doesn't know what he likes.
Not necessarily.
Is she right about that? Do you not know what you like?
No, she's not right about that.
Okay, you know what you like. Okay. All right, let's walk it on back. Well, I got you doing some walking, but that's a good thing. You know, cardio's great. We have 2 balloons unpopped for you. We got 2 balloons unpopped. So I'm going to throw it to the ladies and see if they have a question that they would like to ask this handsome real one. Do either of you have a question for him?
What are you looking for specifically in a woman?
So I'm looking for a companion for the rest of my life. Someone who is retired or close to retirement, and someone who I can spend all my days with and go travel with and have fun with and be myself with.
I'm open. I have my passport.
Good. I do too.
Oh, okay.
It's a match.
Did you have a question down there? Well, let me go. You can say that. Well, come on with me, because he might have. She does have a question.
Passport.
What's your question?
My only question is, why haven't you hurried up and picked me? I meet all the criteria, and sounds like you meet the criteria for me for a real man also.
Well, I think it may be coming down to that.
Whoa, okay. Well, I will walk it back.
Okay.
One of our final times walking, for you especially. Do you have a final question for either one of them? And if not, I'm going to have you pop one and maybe find a real one.
I think I'm ready to pop.
Oh, we're ready to pop. Who's? Okay. Well, Whose balloon? Whose real one are you gonna pop? What?
What?
Oh! Well, then, tell me why. Tell me why you popped Rhonda's balloon.
Well, I think I like the lady. They're both beautiful ladies. I like them both a lot. I think I like just the chemistry that I feel is a little bit, it's a little special.
Yeah, I like that. Wow, okay. Well, let's have her come on up then. Wow. Come on up with me. You're going to stand right here with me. Yeah, you won't be needing that. Let me just ask let's step right here with me just in case. Now, let me ask you this. These are some of my final questions. Do you think that he could be your real one?
Absolutely. I think he can be my real one.
And do you think she could be your real one?
I think there's a possibility.
Okay, then I'm going to say, can we clap it up? Because this is a real one connection. We got ourselves two real ones. So I'll take that mic. Oh boy, they're ready to go. All right, go on out there, folks. Oh my God, clap it up for them, folks. Clap. Wow, we got some real ones.
Hey yo, shout out to Pointer, man. That was very, very funny. Oh, dude, that was so good. That was very well done. Very, very well done, Pointer. Okay, guys. Go support Pointer and go subscribe to The Last Talk Show. He's there. He does great content. A lot of it is a lot of satire, and it's very, very funny content. He's very consistent as well. So I can see why he has 118,000 subscribers. Let's give him a lot more because I think he deserves it. Great guy. Very funny to interact with in person. But that one was definitely... very funny. I knew it was going to be funny, but I didn't think it would be that interesting as well to actually watch as for us. They react to it at all. I'm rambling at this point. But let's move on to possibly the last video of the live stream that we're going to react to. I'm very interested in like intersexual dynamics, like dating, modern dating, as you guys can probably tell with Pop the Balloon. And also we've been reacting to a channel lately called Love Don't Judge. They're at 207,000 subscribers. So I would highly suggest you guys go subscribe to them as well. But they focus on very different relationships between people, right? And some of the stories that they actually tell are quite interesting. And one of the videos that I saw that kind of piqued my interest is my family can accept our ungodly relationship. And I want to find out why, because I think they're involved in a polygamous relationship. And I want to find out why their family can accept their ungodly relationship. And and it's very rare that you have people that look like myself, of African descent. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk right now. You don't see us really get involved in relationships like this. So I'm very curious about it. So let's go ahead and react and see what's going on.
This is Mickey. She fell in love with Joel. Right from the beginning, these high school sweethearts didn't go the traditional route with their relationship.
He being bisexual, I told him, I said, why don't we just get a girlfriend?
Then they met Jada.
They asked me to be their girlfriend. Honestly, everything just fell into place.
Unfortunately for Jada, when she entered into the triad, her family took against her new relationship.
When my family called me ungodly, I was in shock. It's been very upsetting, even...
What did that say?
I was in shock. It's been very upsetting.
My advice, really, really seek Jesus.
Even speaking about it, it's a little upsetting. My cousin is coming over this evening.
What I thought when I heard about Jada and a polyamorous relationship, of course, a bunch of things starts running through your mind. It's not something you see every day. Obviously, it's not for everybody.
How do you feel about polyamory and the hate that's been going on?
Did you just put paprika in my damn eggs?
Me and Mickey met in high school. Everybody was telling me that she was the new girl in school. I actually was clowning around and I was like, yeah, she's my girl, don't even worry about it. And I was telling everybody that, and it got to the point where they were going up to her like, oh yeah, you're Joel's girl? She's like, no, I'm not nobody's girl. I'm Mickey. It was hilarious.
She's
I
cute
got
though.
to meet her. We bumped into each other in the hallway. The rest of the story takes off there.
I realized I was bisexual in like the beginning of middle school. I always liked girls. We decided that we would be polyamorous. Me being bisexual, I told him, I said, so why don't we just get a girlfriend? And he looked at me and was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, no, like I'm really down. Like, you know, I like girls. We can do this. Yeah, at first I don't think he took me serious. But then like we started going on apps and talking to people.
Babe, you hungry?
Yeah, that looks good. What you guys made?
Yeah, eggs, breakfast.
What the fuck?
Nikki and I have been together for 6 years, and we've been together with Jada for almost a year now.
Wow. What on earth?
You're welcome. Are you ready to pray? Dear Heavenly Father, please forgive us for our sins in Jesus' name.
Our relationship in the poly world is called a throuple. Just
What up, bro?
basically means 3 people that are in a relationship.
It's a couple with 3 people.
Yeah.
Thank you for our daily bread. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Being in a polyamorous relationship hasn't changed our beliefs. We still go to church. We still pray.
Wait, bro, they still go to church? What do you mean you go to church? What? What do you mean you go to church? What? Bro, okay, all right. I was gonna save this for the end of the video, but but there's like a clip on TikTok where this lady goes crazy and thinks everybody's ungodly, and I got it from the actual title of this video, and I want to see. This is hilarious.
What? Dark-sided?
They're dark-sided.
It's not Christians. She's not as if she believed in God. She's not a Christian. No, she's tampering in dark-sided stuff. Yes, she did.
This lady is crazy.
Entire house is dark-sided.
Said her whole house is.
She is dark-sided too. Gargoyles, psychics, everything's ungodly. Dark-sided. Get the hell out of my house. In Jesus' name, I pray. Every dark-sided person, get out of my house. If you believe in Jesus, you can stay here.
Hey, yo, that's dark-sided, bro.
Before we eat, when we wake up, when we go to sleep, just like we did before we met Jada.
I never predicted myself in this type of scenario, but I definitely would not go back. I enjoy this type of lifestyle.
She can't go back anyway.
Wow.
All right, we're about to do a TikTok, all right, guys?
She looks possessed,
basically,
bro.
With this rap, and you guys are gonna basically we have different parts in the rap.
Oh, so you're gonna do like it's your voice, but we're like saying
Talking
it.
and all
That's
that, yeah.
funny.
So,
All right, let's do the TikTok.
This is so
Here's my
interesting.
TikTok dance.
all right.
We try to do a TikTok almost every day, and if it's not every day, then it's like every other day.
And it's all based on our throuple.
People online, when they see our videos, are actually very supportive. They will leave comments and be like, wow, I want something like that. They'll put hearts if they think it was cute. We get good comments on social media.
Yeah, one lady even said, I don't know how I got here, but I think I'll stay. That was my favorite.
We've got backlash for that. As soon as you go to hell, oh, you're probably a simp. Oh, you probably do this and that. Oh, you probably have to manipulate them.
Like if he's trying to coerce us or something, but really, we're all in this together. After that, I gotta pee.
When we are in public, people assumed the stereotypical guys with 2 girls. Oh man, you got 2 girls? The arguments must be crazy. Your pockets must be empty. Like all that.
They'll think we're swingers.
Yeah,
What
like,
the hell?
I'm living my life. I'm with them in their lesbian relationship. They get more of a backlash on it.
Women are most of the time looked at like, oh, you're with 2 people, he's a pimp, and we're the horse. Like it never goes.
Everything that you wouldn't say to a normal relationship, we get. you know, because they don't think we're normal, which we're not, but at the same time, we are.
All right, so you might as well hurry up and post the page.
I'm gonna post it. Yeah, I posted it.
Can you help me for some damn clothes, please? Hold up, I'm making mac and cheese. I gotta poop, after that I gotta pee.
Oh my goodness.
People already liking it.
That's crazy. You just posted that. Some of my family members are actually like against the relationship, and that's mainly because of like religion and everything. So it's pretty hard to get anybody to come over or like to see family members and stuff because, you know, they just don't agree. My family reacted to the relationship in, I want to say silent but loud way. I got Bible scriptures after Bible scripture after Bible scripture in my phone. When my family called me ungodly, I was
Dark-sided.
in shock. Not that I was a perfect person or anything like that, but I was very strong in my faith. So for others to sit there and tell me that I wasn't godly or that I need to seek Jesus and all this stuff, it hurt me. It's been very like upsetting, and even speaking about it, it's a little upsetting. There were moments where I was depressed, there was moments where I was very sad, and I do miss my family and I do still love them like very dearly, but I guess like right now we're all keeping our distance.
Babe, let's go start making drinks because Lily's almost here.
Let's go.
My cousin is coming over this evening. She's one of the only people that I'm talking to at the moment.
What I thought when I heard about Jada and a polyamorous relationship, I was kind of surprised at first. Of course, a bunch of things starts running through your mind because, you know, it's new, so it's not something you see every day. Obviously, it's not for everybody. I feel like others have a hard time accepting her relationship because they don't really know what it's like.
That's Simply Lemonade, bro. That Simply Lemonade goes so fast at my house.
To be inside of a polyamorous relationship, so when they hear about it, the first thing that comes to mind is that it's wrong because you're supposed to be in a couple for two people. Kind of scares people in a way.
Hey! Hey! We got some drinks, girl.
Hey, how are you?
Oh my goodness. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Now that you know about this, like, how do you feel about like polyamory and the hate that's been going on?
Well, you already know me. I don't judge at all. As long as you're happy and you guys all communicate
really
as
pretty.
one, you know, I don't see no problem with polyamory.
It's like a regular relationship,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just with 3 people.
Yeah. I don't judge, you know, I love you all.
Well, thank you for being so understanding.
I love you, of course. I know you think that there's family that's gonna judge you, but there's a lot of family that you have behind you that is here for you and that won't judge you at all. Thanks for having me over. I appreciate it.
It was a pleasure always having you.
All right, I love you guys.
Love you too. Bye. I'm still hoping that my family will accept me for who I am. At the end of the day, I still love them.
We're just gonna continue loving each other. No matter what, nothing's gonna change us. We're together now, we'll be together tomorrow, and we'll be together forever.
We're going to show everybody on every single platform our love and every single way.
Oh,
that
no.
we're going to show
Does she work for Metro PCS? Hold on.
everybody on every single.
Oh, shoot. Okay, for my non-US viewers, Metro PCS is like a cell phone carrier, one of like prepaid cell phone carriers in the US. That's crazy. Ooh, I would not be wearing a work shirt and be on the internet at all.
Single platform our love and every single way that we love each other.
And we'll make it our mission.
We're gonna continue loving each other till the day we die.
Crazy, 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 crazy. She definitely on something. Hey, this was a crazy live, man. I of course I never judge anyone who I never judge anyone for what they do in the bedroom in their own privacy, but when you involve like religion with it, it will kind of irk some people. But I just found it interesting that they were first I guess the one on the right was in a relationship with the guy before for like 3 years, and then they added on someone into the relationship, because I'm always curious on how these types of relationships begin and how they start, and to see the dynamic of that on video. So I'm happy for it. If they're happy, I'm happy, bro. But you know, that may irk some people, and clearly she's been ostracized from her family, and she only has that one cousin that came by. And I don't know if that is worth, if the juice is worth the squeeze, in my opinion, man. If you're ostracized from your family, like your support system, I don't know if that's a good thing at all. I would just go be in a regular relationship or something, or figure out a way around it, because losing your family is huge, man. If you get ostracized from your family, that is a huge loss for you if you just continue with what you're doing. Okay. I do have another live stream coming up on the main channel, on the main travel channel, and it's called How to Learn a New Language. So if you guys are interested in how to learn a new language before you travel, or you're already abroad and you want to kind of pick up some tips and tricks on how to learn a new language, tune into that. It's Course Tripping with Jay on YouTube. You guys can go ahead and subscribe to that. But that live stream is coming up in the next 15 minutes. So you guys can go head over there if you guys want some more tips and tricks. You guys want to hear me talk a little bit more, I'll be there in the next 15 minutes. And I really do appreciate you guys tuning in to the reaction channel, Jay Reacts. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. My name is Jay. You almost said you're tripping with Jay. You are watching Jay Reacts, and we reacted to a large spectrum of content today. We reacted to travel content, and then we transitioned and pivoted to modern dating with Pointer's YouTube channel, and then Love Don't Judge with an ungodly relationship, apparently. But I appreciate each and every one of you that do watch my videos and my reaction content day in and day out. So thank you guys so much.